counselor or social worker could get rid of the neighborhood I grew up in, my parents' mental illness, but they could have sat down with me and said, you know what, Christian, we're going to show you how growing up with gang members can become the greatest resource in your life. We can show you that for the first 6 years of your life, people put drugs on you and use you as a drug mule. You can do something with your life, because that's why I'm talking your ear off right now. It's because I'm angry. Does that make sense? I'm just taking that anger and doing good works with it. If I take that anger and do good works with it, everybody gives me a standing ovation. If I took the same anger and killed him, I'm on death row. It's the same rage. Does that make sense? I usually tell people I got more rage than the guy on death row. I just took my rage and did good works with it. That's the purpose of why I try, is to show them how to take that rage and get out of the gang. How to take that rage and do the same thing that Nelson Mandela did, that Dr. King did, that Helen Keller did, that Oprah did with sexual abuse. Does that make sense? They said, because of this horrid situation, I'm going to become a greater human being. Now, this is the exciting thing. This makes me want to jump up on this chair and do a jig. Because resiliency can be taught in 2008. We know how to teach resiliency. I have professors tell me you can't teach resiliency. Either a child has resiliency or they don't have resiliency. Does that get anybody else excited that we know how to teach resiliency in 2008 and get kids out of gangs? I want to scream from the rooftops. I'm so excited. Does that make sense? Because I spent 8 years in college, $65,000 trying to figure out why kids join gangs, and we already know why they join gangs. Does that make sense? How do we get them out? Does it, you know what I mean? What do we do to get them out? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love all the lectures on why kids join gangs, but for the amount of time we spend on that, we should be spending 100 billion times more time on intervention and prevention. Because in 2008, we have evidence-based prevention and intervention. That gets me a little bit excited. Anybody else excited, or am I crazy?
Yeah, we're excited.
I'm excited. I can't even see straight. I'm so excited.